tell you, go ahead and introduce yourselves around, guys. Guys, I'm Mr. Don Kitts. I'll be your referee tonight. Mr. Charlie Council will be your back judge. Mr. Richard Reams will be your field judge. Mr. John Solomon will be your head linesman. And Mr. Art Cullen will be your umpire. Home Captain Ross, I'm going to let Captain Robinson call the toss. Got a coin, National Federation, which has NF on the head side, and we have the target emblem on the tail side. I'd like for you to call it in the air, Captain Robinson, loud enough so my fellow officials can hear you. Call it, please, sir. Tails is the call. Heads is the fall. Heads is the fall. Listen to me very carefully, Captain Ross. You have three options. You can defer to the second half, you can receive, or you can kick and defend the goal. Captain Ross has elected to defer to the second half. Okay, Captain Robinson, that gives you the other two choices. You can receive or you can kick and defend. You'll be receiving. Captain Ross, what goal would you like to defend? Turn with your back over there, please, sir. Red has won the toss, elected to defer to the second half. White will receive and defend. Red will kick and defend. Let's go. Guys, shake hands, have a good ball game.
It's a good high-end over kick that Lee will field at the 7. He's going to go and now hand the ball off to Robinson, who breaks across the 20 and it's to the 25. It's a play. Robinson, who bounces off a tackle and comes across the 30 up to the 34-yard line before he's hit and dropped by the Bulldogs. Pitch the ball to Robinson to the right side. A penalty marker is going to be dropped, and he's going to be hit as he crosses the 35-yard line. Coming up quick was Vince Mitchell, also David Jackson, and Perry Pegues. Jackson and Mitchell were the first guys there, and we have a penalty is going to be marked against Hertford County, I believe. His first man through, and that's going to be Steve Stevenson, and he finds a couple yards across the 30 before once again the linebackers, McGee and Jackson there, are to nail him. Hits the ball. Now he keeps it, and he's going to be smothered in the backfield. As breaking through for the Bulldogs was a young man by the name of Scott Orr and Shelton Terry to make the stop. And a big loss on the play. David Jackson in again. That's the fourth time he's been on a tackle tonight. David Jackson on 4 stops. And boy, I told him last night that he was one of our favorite players, Tommy, and really to put out. They throw him back for about a 4-yard loss. It'll be 4th and 9.
Okay. It's a mess, I know.
Feaster, who spins out of a tackle and is going to lose a yard back to the 43-yard line. Ross calls the signals, fumbles the ball. Very the middle of the Feaster, got a little daylight. He's to the 45, breaks to the open. He's to the 50, and he's got a first down as he breaks. To Miguel. He breaks into the secondary, but there's a penalty marker down on the play, and I think we might have an offsides or encroachment against the Bulldogs. It's going to be illegal procedure, and it will cost them 5 yards, and the referee, Don Kitts, will put the ball back as there'll be a 5-yard penalty on the Dogs. It up and advances it back across the 45-yard line. He'll get it up near the 45, maybe the 40. They go right, and he gets nowhere. He's going to be thrown for a 2-yard loss back to the 47-yard line. Across the middle, he had it and dropped it. Oh, he had it down at the 25-yard line. It was on his hip, and Elry Lee was there to make the stop, and he would have been down near the 20-yard line at least if he could have hung on, but he just... Have to hurry, but he gets it away, and it's a good high kick. Elry Lee will be back in the deep receiving position. It's going to take a good roll, and down to around the 11 to 10-yard line it'll roll. That's where David Jackson and Holly Turner are there to put it down for the Bulldogs. Here's a fake to Robinson. The quarterback Keats rolls out. He gets away from one man and comes up to the 15-yard line. Kerry Mock almost had him at the line of scrimmage, but he weaseled out. William Ellison and also David Jackson were there to make the pin, but it's going to be a nice 5-yard gain for Hertford County and Tyrone Joyner, and it will be 2nd and 5. Again, faking the ball, giving to Robinson, trying to go to the outside, and Robinson's going to get the first down as he crosses the 20. As coming up from the defensive secondary to help out was Terrence Sanders, David Jackson, and Perry Pegues in on the stop for the Bulldogs, but it... Again to Robinson, he cuts an off tackle, dodges a man, gets away across the 25, and dances up near the 28-yard line before he's hit and dropped. Coming up to make the hit was Gary Harper for the Bulldogs, and it will now be a 2nd down and about 3 to go.
Well, we saw right then exactly how good Keith Robertson was, buddy. He took the ball and stopped on a dime and accelerated. I can see now he's one of the fastest running backs I've seen all year.
Robinson finds a hole, dodges away from a tackle, and finally he is brought down from behind by Gary Harper and Shelton Perry. And it's a 1st down again as he just went straight up the middle, and the Bulldogs were opened up that time. A good blocking scheme by Hertford County up front.
Well, the Bears found Thomasville blitzing that time and was able to hit the seam and almost got Robertson loose. To the right line, the quarterback fakes left, rolls to the right side, looking for a receiver. He's being pursued. He gets away and heads down the sidelines and is knocked out of bounds as he gets up to the 47 by William Ellison. Shelton Perry almost had him, but he got away from him on the corner, and the speedy quarterback moves the ball down near Thomasville territory at the 47-yard line, and it will be a 2nd down play and about 2 yards to go for the 1st down. That's in Coach Allen's repertoire. The quarterback Joyner rolling out as if to pass and keeps it on the bootleg. Shelton Perry was out there quick enough to get him, but he just had a bad pursuit angle. Now it will be Chris Vaughn, Keith McCullough, and Keith Robinson in the backfield as the quarterback will pitch the ball to Robinson. Up the left side he goes. He's finding a hole. He's to the 40-yard line, breaks into the open, and is finally brought down at the 38 of Thomasville by Gary Harper. And they sure found a way to move the football because they moved it 4 or 5 plays in a row for big gainers, and the Bulldog defensive unit is being tested very much.
Well, we've seen right now, buddy, that this Robertson kid is for real. He doesn't look like a Herschel Walker, but I'll tell you one thing. He's the closest thing to Timmy Sanders I've seen in a long time. Of course, he was our highly regarded tailback of yesteryear playing at Appalachian.
4:21 to go in the first quarter, no score. Hertford County moving. They have it at the Thomasville 37. There is some motion, and we could have a penalty on the play. Now the flags fly, and let's see what the call will be. It'll be illegal procedure, will be the call against Hertford County. It'll cost them 5 yards, and that'll move the ball back from the 37. Let's see, they'll put it back to the 47, let's see, what is that, the 43-yard line? 44-yard line. As the quarterback, Tyrone Joyner, once again will pitch the ball, trying to get to the outside as Robinson. He does so as he follows his blocking nicely across the 35, and down he goes across the 30-yard line of Thomasville, and they'll move the ball back to the 31, and a penalty marker is thrown, and we're going to have face mask against Thomasville. William Ellison and Gary Harper are there, and it will cost the Bulldogs 15 yards from that spot of the foul, and that's going to be a crucial penalty. It'll move the ball down close to the 20-yard line when the penalty's marked off.
Well, no doubt about it. They're in 4-down territory now, buddy, so the Dogs are really going to have to stiffen.
Guys, we got a face mask on the red. We got first down.
So it's a first down as the referee, Don Kitts, makes the call. The ball will be moved down to the 17-yard line of Thomasville with 3:55 to go in the first quarter and no score. But Hertford County on the roll as Tyrone Joyner now will bring his team up to the wishbone to the line of scrimmage. He calls the signals. There's some motion in the backfield, and penalties once again fly. This time Hertford County moved and should cost them 5 yards. That'll help the Bulldogs out a bit and put it back to the 22-yard line, where it will be a first down and 15 yards to go.
It looks like they're taking off on a delay, buddy. They call it snap count, it appears.
We got a dead ball, illegal procedure on the white. We're still playing first down.
3:41 left to go in the first quarter here tonight. No score. Thomasville and Hertford County for the State 2A Football Championship as we have a capacity crowd at Cushwa Stadium and a lot of media here tonight. I see 3 or 4 TV stations here, and there should be a lot of coverage on the news tonight. Now, once again, from the wishbone formation, Hertford County will come to the line. A fumble. Let's see who got the ball. The Bulldogs are trying to pick it up. Kerry Mock is rolling for it, and I believe the Dogs have got it. Kerry Mock has got it. Wow, what a break, Tommy. Kerry Mock picks up the fumble as it rolls all the way back to the 3-yard line of Thomasville, and the Bulldog defense has come together, guys. Right. We got to keep our tradition going here, fellas. 3:23 to go in the quarter now, and Thomasville will come out on offense. The guys in red will be lining up this time at the 3-yard line, and flanking out to the left side will be William Owens. Tommy, we need some big plays here to keep that defense on the field a little bit as the Dogs will come to the line of scrimmage. They wait for the referee now. He marks it ready for play, and we're ready to go. Kevin Ross calls the signal. Takes a snap. He quarterback sneaks in and is going to put it up near the 5 or 6 yard line. A nice opener there, and I had a feeling he might call that play. Good block. Left, looking for a block. Gets away from one man, twists his way out of a tackle, and falls up around the 9-yard line before he's hit and dropped at 2:47 to go here in the first quarter. Tim. Which is right. Miguel drops the ball, and Hertford County has recovered it. Down inside the 10-yard line, Weldon just dropped the football, and there to recover it for Hertford County was one of the linebackers, and it appeared to be Keith McCullough. So once again, Hertford County gets the ball back deep in Thomasville territory, and our defense comes right back onto the field. Alan Brown goes over and talks to Miguel, probably encourages him to shake it off. You can't do anything about it now. And Hertford County will come to the line of scrimmage with 2:07 to go. Corner the quarterback. This time he fakes and gives to the first man through, and that's going to be big Steve Stevenson, 5'8", 204-pound senior, and making the hit was Shelton Perry for Thomasville. And they're going to put the ball down near the 6-yard line is where they'll mark it, the 7-yard line, and it will be a 2nd and goal now for Hertford County. Up the middle he goes. He's down inside the 5, maybe to the 4, and the Bulldogs all gang tackle to make the stop. The first man to come up and make the hit was Scott Orr. Tommy Holmes, I believe, got a piece of him, but the man who really put some muscle on him was Vince Mitchell, and the Bulldogs now will have a 3rd down and goal facing them just about the 4-yard lines where it rests Tommy Bryant. Keep the ball, fakes to the first man, rolls outside, and he's going to be tripped up. As coming up with a great hit around the ankles was Shelton Perry, and it will be a 4th down for Hertford County, and this time at the 4-yard line. And very quickly now we'll have a unit to come onto the field, and we could have a field goal unit here now as Robinson is the field goal kicker too, and he's changing his shoe as they get ready for the kick. Here's a snap, the kick, it's up, and it is good. The clock is stopped. Hertford County leads 3-0. We'll be back with a kickoff right after this. It down the middle. Feaster bobbles it up and is picked up very quickly by Ellis Suber trying to get to the outside. He's going to bring the ball up to the 28-yard line. Rasheen fighting his way forward for a yard up to the 29. And now the Bulldogs move, and there's going to be a 5-yard penalty against Tony Hazel, and that will cost the Dogs on their first play from scrimmage or second play from scrimmage. So we'll have a 2nd down and 14 instead of a 2nd and 9. As very quickly Simon now will come out of the game and William Owens will go in.
Well, I would imagine, buddy, that Thomasville will go to
That's
delayed
a dead
count.
ball, illegal procedure against the Red. We're still playing 2nd down.
2nd down at 11:59 in period number 2. William Owens once again will be the flanker. Now in the backfield, the Bulldogs have Miguel Weldon at fullback. Rasheen Feaster's the tailback. And Kevin Ross, of course, is the quarterback. Larry Powell, the center, over the ball. Now Ross takes his time. He'll give the ball to Feaster, deep in the backfield, straight up the middle. Good block. He's to the 30, 35, on his feet, and he's going to get to the 36-yard line, and he's going to be shy of a 1st down by 3 yards. It'll be 3rd and 3 for the Bulldogs. It's coming up Tim Smith from the secondary. Also, a guy that's been in on so many plays, Devin Sawyer, who's a little guy at 5'6", 140 pounds, and I'm telling you, he's all over the field.
He sure is. That was an excellent play.
3rd down now for the Bulldogs. Lean to your left. We're moving right to left on your radio dial here on 98.3 tonight, as flanking wide to the right side once again will be William Owens. Here's Kevin Ross rolling out, looks for receiver. He's got a man in the flat. It's complete to Owens. He's up to the 45 and on his feet and out of bounds at the 49-yard line, and the Bulldogs have picked up a 1st down.
Tighten up. Kevin Ross to William Owens.
Another penalty. Kevin Ross is real upset about it. Somebody up front moved again. I think it was on the right side. And let's find out what the call is going to be. Up front for the Bulldogs on offense, we have Larry Powell, Reggie Leake, and Chuck Yates are the guards. The tackle, Lamont
We got
McCullough.
a dead ball, illegal procedure against the Reds. Still playing 1st down.
McCauley and Barrier are the tackles. And now we're going to take a timeout. Alan Brown real upset over that play, and he's going out to talk to his team. And we'll... again, the Bulldogs jump offside, and that's what the call is going to be against Thomasville. And once again, Kevin Ross is complaining to the linesman. Let's see what the call is. Now, Alan Brown giving some instruction to William Owens. It's going to cost him 5 yards.
Dead ball, illegal procedure against the Reds. We're going here.
Now, Ross has gone up to talk to the umpire, who stands right up there in the defensive secondary. And he's trying to say, look, this is what's happening, and you're not doing anything about it. And the umpire is Art Cullen from Fayetteville tonight. And now Kevin Ross going back to the huddle, very dejected about the play. And Thomasville trails 3-0. We have 11:01 to go in the second quarter. And William Owens this time will flank wide to the left side as the Dogs have the football way back at their own 39. Here's Kevin Ross on a delay handoff to Feaster. And Feaster is going to get his way up across the 40-yard line and maybe back up to the 42 before. It's called Owens. He's at the 50. Jukes and fakes up to the 45, and he's going to need 5 yards for the first down. As coming up to make the hit was Tyrone Worthington for Hertford County, and a nice catch up on the play. And the Dogs now will need just about 5 yards, Tommy. 4.5, I guess, will be what we'll need for the first down. And the clock continues to move with 10:03 to go here in period number 2. It's he's being pressured. He fires it out in the flat. It's incomplete. It's overthrown as intended out in the flat for Rodney Simon. Here's a kick. It's a good high kick that Lee is going to field back at the 10, come up to the right side, and he's going to be hit and dropped at the 13-yard line. Pitching the ball to Jackson. He fumbles the ball. Robinson back around the 7 or 8 yard line, and it's going to be down at the 8, I believe is where they'll put it down. And going back to make sure he didn't get up was Kerry Mock, and it will be a big loss on the play of 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 15 now for Hertford County. They have to get the football up to about the 23, 24 yard line to get a first down.
That's the break we needed right there, buddy. If we could have recovered that ball. Robertson done a good job scooping it up, but they're trying the corners, see if they can out quick Thomasville.
Now Robinson will move out sort of as a wing back this time. He'll probably try to slide out in the flat for a pass. Here's Joyner rolling now, trying to find a play. He's going to be pressured. He fires the ball up, and it is almost kicked off. 2 of the Thomasville players collided. One of the guys was David Jackson. Terrence Sanders is down. Jackson is... Giving the football off to his first man through, and that's going to be Robinson, and he gets nowhere. As coming up that time was the front line. Tommy Holmes, Scott Orr, Vince Mitchell, Shelton Perry. They were all there to give him a nice Thomasville welcome, and it's 4th down. Now the Bulldogs will put some pressure on the punter, and let's see if we can block this kick. As going back will be Randy Rose, and you know how it is when you smush a rose petal? Let's hope we can get this rose this time. The Bulldogs will send 10 men, Tommy, as they're going to really put the pressure on the kicker. Here's a snap. It's a good one. Now they fall back and set it up. It's a terrible kick. It's going to hit off to the left side and bounce down to the 29. That's where the Bulldogs will put it in play, and that's the break we needed, guys. Fakes a snap, fakes a pitch, then gives it to Miguel Weldon, and he gets nowhere. He's going to lose 2-3 yards on the play as they just stood him up and pushed him back. And coming in very quickly to make the hit was one of those front linebackers, I believe Worthington and McCullough. Robinson also went in the play, and it will be a loss on the play of 2 yards, and it'll be 2nd down and 12 as the Thomasville team now will send in to replace Mike McRae, Tony Hazel with the play. Simon once again will be the flanker. I believe the Bulldogs are going to have to do some play action here, Tommy, to kind of open this middle up.
Look for the veer. We haven't run the option yet.
Now Kevin Ross will call the signals. He gives the football off this time to Miguel, and he's not to be denied as he cracks across the 25 down to the 24-yard line. Steve Stevenson and Tim Smith come in to make the stop for Hertford County. But a nice gain. I think Miguel got tired of being pushed around and said, I'm going to show you dudes something, man.
He did, buddy, and just as I said, Thomasville hadn't went to the veer yet. They went to the option that time and gave it to the fullback, and it was a big play for him.
So we'll have a third down and 5 to go now for the Bulldogs. They have the ball up at the Hertford County 23, 24-yard line is where it is. Kevin Ross once again moving right to left on your radio, taking his time on the signals. This time he fakes, gives the ball on a pitch to Feaster. He's trying to get to the outside. He breaks around the 20-yard line or the 18-yard line, and boy, is he hit and dropped. Coming in and picking him up and setting him down hard on the ground was Keith Robinson, and he's the tailback on the other side on offense, and it will now be a fourth down, and what a big play for the Bulldogs. He'll keep the ball cut inside, and he's not going to get the first down. He's hit down at the 21-yard line, and coming up to make the stop once again was Tyrone Worthington. Here's a give to Keith Robinson, trying to come across the middle, and he is going to be hit and hit hard. Looking for receiver. He's got a man out there, and a penalty will be thrown for interception, for interference. Kerry making the ball. Now he's rolling, being pursued. He's got a man out there, and he is wide open, and Kerry Mock is going to pull him down at the 35, 34-yard line of Thomasville. Holy smokes, he was down there. Wendell Futrell was there by himself. Fakes to the first man, now gives to Robinson coming to the right, and he stood up right at the line of scrimmage. Boy, was he hit and hit good, as Charles Little was there, Shelton Perry, Vince Mitchell, and once again, David Jackson. Lost my place, Tommy. Where am I? David Jackson was there. Robinson and Jackson are colliding here a little bit, and he was in on another great tackle.
Well, Thomasville must survive this onslaught here and at least go into halftime down only 3-0, and that's what I'm sure what Coach Brown wants right now.
Now once again, this time from the wishbone attack will come Hertford County. Tyrone Joyner, the quarterback, fakes to the first man, rolls back, looks for a receiver. As he got a man out there, he fires it down, and it's caught at the 10-yard line and knocked out of bounds at the 15 is where he caught it. Goes out of bounds at the 12. Trying to go to the left side. He gets the block, turns the corner. Kerry Mock is going to hit him from behind and drag him down at the 4-yard line as Keith Robinson just waited for his blocks to perform, and they did, and down to the 4 they go. He can't get a first down at the 2-yard line, and it will now be a second down and about 2 to go for Hertford County. The Bulldogs on defense are moving right to left on your radio, so get all your good luck charms out there so we can stop these guys. The Bulldogs offense has just not done very well tonight, Tommy. They've really shut us down. Now once again a flanker. This time Wendell Futrell will go out to the right side as the quarterback Joyner will pitch the ball to Robinson, and he's trying to get to the end zone, and he's going to be stacked up near the first down marker around the 2-yard line as the red shirts very quickly got there after he was hit first by Scott Orr, and then coming up to help out was Jackson and Harper from the secondary, and they'll check for a first down to see as they'll stretch the chain out there. Let's see what the official says down on the field now. He marks the ball, looks at it over towards the sidelines, and now he's going to wave the clock stop, and they'll bring the chains in and stretch it out and see if Hertford County indeed has got a first down here against the Bulldogs. Boy, the clock has really run. It has not been stopped a lot tonight. They stretch it out, and it's going to be, I believe it's just a nose of the football short, Tommy. It is. It's short, and so now it will be a third down for Hertford County and maybe an inch to go. takes the ball, and he's going to get the first down. But I believe there was some motion up front. I don't know if a penalty marker was thrown or not. There was some motion before the ball was snapped. No penalty marker, and it is going to be a first down as he has hurdled the line. And making the stop was Tommy Holmes and Vince Mitchell. So it'll be a first and goal. They'll have 4 cracks at it from the 1-yard line. And the Bulldogs trail 3-0 here with 2:45 left to go in the first half of action from Cushwa Stadium. Buddy Poole, Tommy Bryant, Perry Stair, and Bill Davis all here with us tonight broadcasting the football game as the Dogs on defense. Here's Joyner, the quarterback, giving the ball to Robinson off the right side. He goes, touchdown, 1-yard run for Keith Robinson with 2:31 left to go in the quarter.
Well, I'll tell you what, it was just a power play to Robinson, and Thomasville was unable, Buddy, to put a stop on it. I'm sure that they had people pinching on the line of scrimmage, but it's very hard to hold someone out, especially for 4 downs. And Thomasville's going to have to get their offense in gear and give the defense a little bit of a rest. Defense really haven't played that bad of a ball game, but this Hertford County is a big play team, and they've shown that they can make the big play.
They've just been on the field most of the game, and that's the reason. Well, it takes Keith Robinson a while to get his shoe laced up. He changed his shoes to kick the extra point, and Tyrone Joyner now will come in to hold the ball. He gets down. The kick is up, and it's far. It's good. So the clock is stopped. Hertford County leads this ball game. 10-0 will be. Squib kick that's going to be fielded by the Bulldogs, and I think he missed that. I don't think he meant to do that, and the big kicker for the star player for Hertford County, Robinson, Keith Robinson, shanked the football, and the Bulldogs have great field position way up around their own 49-yard line. Tommy, let's hope they can come out and thread a needle here.
This could be big if Thomasville could break a play, but they have been stymied on the corners. Everything that Thomasville's got has been off tackle or up the middle. And on that fear play where the fullback, Miguel Weldon, kept the ball.
Now let's very quickly check. William Owens is coming into the football game. Now the Bulldogs are going to check a little equipment timeout here. Kevin was having some problems. Maybe he did that to stop the clock, too. That's probably a smart play. He's got a block. Can he turn the corner? He does. He's to the 40. Breaks into the open and down to the 38-yard line. Boy, that's the machine we know, and he's got a first down for the Bulldogs.
Let's go, D!
Looking for receiver. He's got a man out there. Can he get him? William Owens down the field. No! He's over. Rolling, fires it across the flat, intended for Simon, no good. A lot of pressure once again on Kevin, and the Bulldogs now have a 3rd and 10 after moving the ball down to the 38-yard line.
Kevin just threw the ball way too wide. It could have been a mistake in the route. The way the receiver run the ball, it's hard to say. Looked like Simon may have run it wrong because Kevin looked and put his arms out like saying, where did you go?
Now Simon back out as a flanker, wide to the left, right to left, the Bulldogs on offense. Kevin Ross calls the signals. Miguel and Feaster. Here's a give to Feaster up the middle. He's not going to get the first down, but he's going to need about 5 afters as he puts it down to the 35-yard line of Hertford County. And the Bulldogs, I'm sure, will try to come up with a play to get the play. Rasheem Feaster right off the right side. Good blocking that time by Reggie Leake and Lamont McCauley. Gregory Sessons and Kent McCullough make the stop. And now Owens is okay as William checks back into the football game for the Bulldogs. 4th down and about 6 yards to... Looking for receiver. Has he got a man there? Yes, he does. It's Miguel. He's got the first down on his feet to the 20-yard line and knocks... Look for receiver. He's got a man out there. It's Owens, and he's going to overthrow him. Good. He fires it out to flat. Underthrows Rodney Simon. Rolling, looking. He fires it across the middle. It's batted up and fires it across the middle. Rolling, looking for a receiver, and he's going to be hit and hit hard. He loses the football as coming through with a tough hit for Hertford County from the secondary was Gregory Sessions and also Keith McCullough. And the Bulldogs have fumbled their 5th time tonight and lost 3 of them, I believe. Rolling, looking for a receiver. Can't find anybody, so he keeps the ball and rolls out. And David Jackson will pull him down as getting up very slowly now downfield after a tough block with Scott Orr. He was double-teamed. Robinson took him out along with Tim Smith, and they laid on him a while till the play was dead. So the ball is going to be put down up around the 35-yard line, and it will be now a 2nd down and less than a yard to go as Joyner just really scrambled that time. He's an athlete in the halftime, and he's everything they told us about. From the wishbone this time, he calls the signals, rolls, gives the ball, takes the ball, fires it out in the flat. He's got a man out there. It's caught and dropped. Thank goodness. Woo! Back at the 35. Kerry Mock was beaten once again by Wendell Futrell, and Charles Little was there just in case he got up. But hopefully that won't happen again.
And there again, buddy, we couldn't get any real pressure on the quarterback. Shelton Perry was really coming hard, but just couldn't quite get to him.
Or if we could just get a good hit on him one time and let him know what it feels like, maybe he wouldn't scramble so much. Just a couple of seconds to go now in the half. Hertford County up 10-0. The Bulldogs will try to put some pressure this time on the quarterback. He'll just take the snap, fall to the turf. That's the half. Hertford County 10, Thomasville nothing. Get the ball first now to start the next half. And let's hope Allen can come up with a way to get the Dogs going.
Well, I can see that perhaps Thomasville could get back in it quick because the defense that Hertford's doing is a high-risk type defense. They come up on the line of scrimmage and start bouncing around. And so far in the first half, they have guessed right and stopped Thomasville. But should they guess wrong and Thomasville get the ball to Miguel Weldon or Feaster and possibly Ross, Thomasville could get back in the game in a quick way. Now, Feaster's got 55 yards on 10 carries in the first half, and Miguel Weldon has 10 yards on 3 carries, and Ross 7 yards on 4 carries, for a total of 72 yards in the first half rushing. And that's compared very closely to Hertford County.
Feaster fields at the 23. He's back to the 30, trying to get a block outside. He gets away from one man and returns the ball up to the 34. Rolls, fires it a flat. He's got to Simon. He's to the 50, 35, on his feet and down at the 31. Wow. Fakes the pass, hands to Feaster. Off the left side he goes, and he'll get it down near the... Rolling, looking for a receiver. He's got him out there. Can he get him the ball? It's caught! Touchdown! All right, what a play. A super play. A 29-yard score by the Bulldogs. The kick is up, and it is good! The clock is stopped. The score, the Bulldogs 7, Hertford County 10 will be... Here's a kick. It's fielded at the 5-yard line by Robinson. 10, 15, and down he goes at the 19-yard line. Miguel Weldon on a head diving tackle, and the Bulldogs are fired up. Mr. Robinson coming to the left side, finds a little hole across the 20 and up to the 21-yard line before Harry Pegues is there to make the stop for the Bulldogs. He had some help on the play from David Jackson and Shelton Perry. Penalty going to be called against Hertford County, as jumping off on the right side was Wendell Futrell, and it will be a 5-yard penalty. And now Vince Mitchell is really fired up for the Bulldogs, and he's really high-fiving it.
Wait, buddy, you can sense a little feel of momentum shifting toward the Dogs. Now everybody here, it looks like maybe 5,000 Thomasville fans are really cheering them on. If the Dogs could hold them down here deep in their own territory, then and give that ball back to Thomasville's offense and get field position, I think that'll be a key to the ball game.
Now it will be a second down and about 13 yards to go for Hertford County. Here's Tyrone Jordan rolling now. He's going to fake the ball. He's going to be pursuing the backfield. Mitchell's got a shot at him. He missed him. Turned the corner, 20, and knocked out of bounds at the 22-23-yard line, finally by Perry Pegues. Trapped this time. He fires it out in the flat, incomplete. Intended down. Sanders almost had a shot at him. He kicks it high. Kevin Ross is waving for the fair catch and makes it at the 49-yard line, and the Bulldogs are going to have excellent field position as they'll start their drive. Here's a give now to the middle of the Feaster. He's got daylight. 45, 40 on his feet. He drives the football down to the 37-yard line of Hertford County before Tim Smith and Wendell Futrell are there to make the stop for Hertford County.
Well, that was a deep drop handoff to Feaster on a draw play. Evidently, the Hertford Bears are starting to respect Kevin Ross's throwing arm, and they wasn't quite prepared for that. Excellent run and excellent blocking.
Now Simon will be out this time about 9 yards to the right. Owens is only about 5 or 7 yards to the left side. Kevin Ross once again on a first down play will roll. Looks for receiver. He's going to fire deep. He's got him down there. Simon once again. He catches it. No, out of bounds, he says. He was. Yard line, 25, first down, and he's down to the 23, and there's a penalty marker. It's going to be a face mask. I must have had 300 people show me that. Ellery Lee is there to make the play. Everybody turned up to the radio booth and said, face mask.
Well, you had to know that if the fullback, Miguel Weldon, got the ball on a little delay, counter looked like maybe a trap play, that he's going to go a long ways, and the face mask just helps out a whole lot more.
Well, Tommy, that'll be half the distance to the goal probably is what the call will be, because it's inside the 30. And give the Feaster, and he'll get a yard maybe on the play near the 12-yard line. Looks for receiver. Once again, he keeps the ball, tries to go back up the middle, and he is hit hard at the 14. Fires the ball to the end zone, and it's going to be overthrown as Ellery Lee just jumped in the path of Simon, and it will be a fourth down play. And now the Bulldogs are going to go for the field goal.
Well, this is, I believe, maybe the third time this year that John Young has come in, buddy, to kick the field goal. One was in the closing seconds of the North Rowan game, and I think again down at Ragsdale when he...
Now the Bulldogs line up, Tommy, in their normal extra point and then shift. And Hertford County will send 11 men to try to block this field goal. From the 21, here's the snap. The kick, it's up, and it is good! John Young has put the ball through the uprights to tie the game up for Thomasville, and we've got ourselves a tie game. Takes the ball at the 10, 15, 20, and down he goes at the 26, and the penalty marker is down. And trying to crack the seam. He's got a little daylight up to the 15, and he's going to be gang tackled as about. Roll in. He's looking for a receiver. He's being pursued. He's got a man out there. If he can get him the ball, he's got it. What a catch. We'll give the ball to the first man, and he's stacked up, and a penalty marker evidently was called as they stop the play, and let's see what the call will be. It's going to be against Hertford County, probably for illegal procedure. Quarterback rolls. He'll give the ball to Robinson off the right side. He's got a hold. He dances across the 50 into Thomasville territory up to the 48-yard line before he's hit and dropped. We'll pitch the ball to Robinson, trying to get a block to the right side. He breaks through and gets about 6 yards down to the 42-yard line before David Jackson and Gary Harper is there. They're going to move the ball back and give him about 4.5, so they're going to be shy of the first down by... To Jackson, to Robinson, he's got the first down as he breaks near the 40-yard line. 39 is probably where the forward progress is, and the Bulldogs coming up to make the stop on the play was David Jackson and linebacker Perry Pegee. So it is a first down, number 8 on the night for Hertford County. And the Bulldogs defense now has been out there a while. After having him pinned, Tommy, after the big penalty, that one big pass play. What a fantastic catch the young man made for Hertford County. And it will now be a big first down and 10 play as Larry Brooks once again is the flanker. He's the guy who made the catch. Here's the give to Robinson. Ooh, was he hit and hit hard. Go to the outside, and he gets some good yardage. He falls across the 35, and it's going to be knocked down around the 32-yard line. He's going to be shy of the first down. He's looking for Jackson. This time they're going to... Oh, he got away from him. They had him, and he got away. Now he's crossed the 50, and... Looking for receiver. He's got a man out there. It's Robinson, and he is going to get the first down. He is so close to it. He might have got it. He might not. Let's see where they put the forward progress. Here's a give to Robinson. He's got the first down and more, and almost broke it as he just zipped through for about 4. Coming up was Perry Pegues to make it, and when the Bulldogs bunched up, they just decided they were going to try to run through him, and he almost did it, Tommy.
Well, it's 4-down territory now, buddy, and the Dogs have got to come up with a turnover or really shut down Hertford right away and not give them anything on the first down.
26-yard line of Thomasville is where the football is, and it's a first down and 10 for Hertford County, as going out to the right side will be Wendell Futrell as the flanker. Here's Tyrone Joyner now He will keep the ball and roll to the right side and will be hit out of bounds about the 22-yard line. Corner will roll. Once again, he's being pursued. This time he's thrown down, and the ball's thrown up in the air. It's going to be batted around and incomplete. Oh, he almost picked it off.
Him down right
they
there.
say he's down. They're going to call him down. He was in the grass, and they're going to put the ball back down on a nice play as coming in to make the hit. Was that Holmes or Orr? Which one?
I believe it was Scott Orr.
And they'll put the ball down, and Roll looks for receiver. This time he's going to find a man out in the flat. Incomplete. The ball. He fires the ball out in the flat to Robinson, who's dancing down the sidelines and knocks out of bounds. He didn't get the first down. A good play downfield, as coming up to make the hit for Thomasville was Gary Harper. Boy, he made the save of the day, and the Bulldogs defense has... Give the ball now to Feaster, who fights off a tackle and loses a yard. It's come, overthrown to Simon. I said it too soon. Off to Feaster, trying to get through, and Feaster got up maybe to the 19 before he was hit, and it'll be a big fourth down play. The Bulldogs, here's a kick. It's a good one. It's a spiraling kick. It's going to take a good roll away from Ellery Lee, and down it will go to the 47-yard line. What was I saying? 13-13 is 10-10. I don't know why. Somebody showed me a 13 while ago, and I got that in my mind. It's all tied anyway, folks, at 10-10 here tonight. Football off to his setback, his lone setback, and that's Keith McCullough, and McCullough is going to get nowhere. He might have got a yard if he got... Here's a quarterback. He fakes to the first man. He's going to be hit and dropped as Shelton Perry pulls him down. Quarterback's rolling. He was hit and got away. He's trying to turn the corner. Now he fires it downfield, and it was almost intercepted by Terrence Sanders. Here's Sanders coming in, and he gets a good kickoff. Kevin Ross is going to let it bounce and roll, and it should go down near the 20-yard line. It rolls to the 21, and that's where the Bulldogs will put it in play. Weldon on a quick hitter, and Miguel's going to get it up near the 23, 24-yard line as he fights off a couple tacklers. And I think maybe a 2-3 yard gain is what they'll give him. Let's see if they moved it back. Oh, they moved it back to the 23. Now Kevin will give to Feaster in the backfield. Feaster got some running room. He's across the 30, on his feet, still going, and he's going to get the ball up to the 35 and a first down. Rashid rolling back, gives the ball to Feaster. He's to the 40, 45, 50, and he's finally pulled down at the Hertford County 49-yard line by... The ball off off to Miguel Weldon, and he finds a nice hole off the left side, across the 45, down to the 44-yard line of Hertford County goes. Give the ball once again to Miguel, and he's going to pick up maybe one or two as he'll get up near the 43-yard line before he's hit down. Looking for receiver. Kevin is going to be hit and dropped back at the 48-yard line as a linebacker splits that time and really pulled him to the turf pretty strong. Coming up to make the hit for Hertford was William Hall and Gregory Sessions. And the ball should take a pretty good bounce and roll away. It's rolling around the 20 and rolls dead at the 19-yard line of Hertford County. David Jackson there to put the hand on it and make sure it doesn't go any further back upfield. Tyrone Joyner now takes the ball, rolls, tries to find a receiver. He fires it out in the flat, incomplete. Robinson going to the left side, and Robinson picks up about 5 or 6 yards as he just follows his blockers, and finally he is pulled down as hurdling in to block up some of that lead blocking was Scott Orr and Charles Little, and the linebackers came up to finish it off. A fake. Now the quarterback rolls, looks for a receiver. He fires it out in the flat. It's intercepted. Oh! Harper takes the ball. He caught it and then dropped it. It's the Bulldogs' ball at the 5-yard line.
Oh, what a play!
Thank you, Lord.
and
at the 5. What a play. Harper's biggest play of his life. Gary Harper picked it up around the 20, ran it down to the 5. He fumbled it and almost lost it. But the Bulldogs have got it first and goal now at the Hertford County 5-yard line. On a handoff to Miguel Weldon. Miguel will fall inside the 4-yard line before he's stacked up. A nice pickup of 3 on the play. Has good blocking over on the right side for the Bulldogs. Lamont McCauley and Reggie Leake were there to open up the hole. Coming up was William Hall to make the stop. And the Dogs will have a 2nd and goal at the Hertford County 3-yard line. Kevin Ross. Kevin will give the football to Miguel Weldon. Miguel is stacked up around the line of scrimmage. He might have got to the 2. He didn't get too much further if he did. Yes, he did. He got inside the 2-yard line as a tackle is going to be credited to Steve Stevenson at 5'8", 204-pound senior. And now the Bulldogs will have a 3rd down and about 1.5 yards to go for the touchdown. Now Kevin Ross will bring Miguel Weldon and Rasheen Feaster to the line of scrimmage, and I would think the Bulldogs will try to take it right up the middle. Here's Kevin Ross taking the football. Kevin will give the ball to Miguel Weldon, and Kevin is going to be stacked up and thrown for a loss as he'll be stacked up. Now Alan Brown has a big decision. Will he go for 6 or will he try to field goal? The Bulldogs were trying to run the veer, and now the ball will be moved back to the 3-yard line as a linebacking core came in. McCullough and Robinson, Futrell, Smith, and also Chambly on the call. And now Thomasville will send the field goal unit onto the field with the clock running. John Young will spot the ball at the 10-yard line. Kevin Ross will be the holder, and the ball will be snapped at the 10. Now the Bulldogs shift with 5. Snap, the spot, the boot, it's up, and it is good! It's 13-10. Thomasville leads. Whips the football down the field, and it's going to be fielded at the 14-yard line by Robinson. Robinson trying to get to the outside, turning the corner at the 30, and is going to go out of bounds up around the 34-yard line. Will give the ball ball off to Robinson. He hurdles one man, breaks into the secondary. Across the 40 he goes, and all the way up to the 44-yard line. He rolls, looks for a receiver. He's being pressured. Now he breaks loose and gets away at the 50 and falls into Thomasville territory. Holy smoke, 5 guys must have had their hand on him. Finally, coming up to make the hit was Kerry Mock and William Ellison, but he picked up 8 or 9 yards on the play. So it will be a big play for their quarterback. He salvaged a play that looked like it was going nowhere, and it will now be a second down and a yard to go, or 2 yards to go for the first down. The football is down at the Thomasville 47-yard line.
You got to keep it out of field goal position now.
Now we are down to 4:19 in the football game. Thomasville 13, Hertford County 10. Tyrone Joyner with the ball. He will give the ball this time to Robinson, who's going to break up across at 45 and be down inside the 45. Coming up. Joyner now rolling back. He fumbles the football. The Bulldogs have got a chance, and they got it. Yes! They picked the ball up back at the 43-yard line. Coming up with the ball for Thomasville, and still on the field is Shelton Perry. Shelton Perry, guys, remember that play? That could be the defensive play of the night. Shelton Perry has recovered the fumble back at the 43-yard line of Hertford County. Gives to Feaster straight up the middle. He's at the 40, 35, and down he goes to the Hertford County 33-yard line. To Feaster again, just falling forward, and he gets near the 30. Maybe the 31 is where they'll spot the forward progress. He'll give the ball to Feaster off the left side. Feaster fights off a tackle and fights to the 28-yard line and gets about 2 on the play. Tyrone Worthington there to make the stop, and now it will be a third down and a big play for the Bulldogs. They're going to need about 6 yards to get that first down. They'll have 2 cracks at it, and Alan Brown now keeping some time going on the clock. We'll talk to Rodney Simon, and he'll go in with a play, replacing the other wide receiver, William Owen. Simon made a spectacular touchdown grab tonight, one of the top offensive plays of the game. John Young has kicked 2 field goals here tonight as the Bulldogs are trying to get on down into Hertford territory. Kevin Ross takes the ball, now gives it off to Miguel Weldon, fighting forward, and Miguel will be down to the 26-yard line, and we're going to need about 3 yards to get that first down. Coming up to make the hit was Derek Boone, 6'2", 280-pound sophomore, and it'll be 4th down and 3 for Thomasville. And now Alan Brown letting the clock run a little bit. 1:27 left to go as he stands on the sidelines talking to his players. And I would think the Bulldogs might want to take the penalty this time. Now they're going to take a timeout. That's what they're going to do. Timeout for the Bulldogs. And
brilliant, Coach.
1:13 to go in the football game. Thomasville 13 and Hertford 10. We'll be back. Feaster trying to get to the outside. Feaster may get the first down. He dives across it. The Thomasville players say yes, he does. And Kevin Ross will take the ball and fall to the turf. Kevin Ross has touched down the ball, and the Bulldogs have won it. We're the champs. We're the North Carolina 2A state champions.
Coach Alan Brown, who's right here in front of me, and he's probably 1988 2A state champion. I know it's a silly question, but how do you feel right now?
I feel real good. I feel, you know, we worked for this for a long time, our coaches have and myself, and it's a kind of, you know, accomplishing a goal that has escaped us. And I feel real pleased and warm inside and fulfilled. And I feel really good for the kids that won it tonight. And as I was telling Andy, I feel very good for the kids that we've had in our program over the years that have fought and tried so hard to get to this point and weren't able to get it done. And in a way, in a sense, I feel like, you know, that tonight's victory, you know, they share in it. And I feel good for them because there've been a lot of them that have tried so hard to get here and couldn't and deserve to, in my opinion.
Buddy, I'm standing here with John Young, the most valuable player of tonight's ball game, and Rasheen Feaster, the tailback. John, how does it feel being the state champion and the most valuable player?
It's great. There's no way to explain it.
You gotta have that, Lance.
It's the first time for all of us, and it's just so great.
Just one more question. Y'all being the state 2A champions, how do you feel right now?
I feel happy as I don't know what. I can't explain that.
You heard it, buddy. Going back to you.
Tommy, thanks for those comments.